Hey everybody, take a seat. We're going to jump into... Can you turn down the music just a little bit? Take a seat. We're going to go ahead and get into this Moto Stars video. Grab yourself a donut. Let's get started here. Oh yeah, left turner. Oh, what are you doing? Pay attention. Assault! That's assault. Alright, Ghidorah.
We will start a situation which the biker wanted to perform a maneuver too quickly, making a very big mistake.
Very big mistake. Okay, let's see what happens here. Ooh, whoa, 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 wobbles. A little bit of wobbles. Looks like we got hurt a little bit too. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Moto Stars was distracted. We're coming up to here. We're passing. We're passing. We did not pick a good line there. All right, so that's going to be the biggest problem is rider error. You know, we didn't see that. We should have moved over just a little bit more. But there's that impact to the left hand and probably the left leg. And it's going to cause that wobbly wobbles. So this is going to be like, you know, just like if you're doing a speed wobble, you landed wrong. You're going to get that inputs into the handlebars, and it's going to cause that little wobbles. So be very careful. Don't run into people. Simple. Don't run into people. All right, here we go. Going through neighborhood. We just saw this in the intro. It's going to be left turner, I'm sure. Not neighborhood, downtown. There you go. Intersection is going to be an orange stage. There is that left turner. That happens. We locked up the tires. Grom squatch. Hey, man. Progressively brake. I think you know how to do some progressive braking. You know what to do there. Yeah, it kind of came up to you, though, huh? So we're going through this area. Great looking area. Nice roads. Road surface hazards are pretty much non-existent at this point. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay, we have an intersection coming up. We know that when it comes to intersections, because we've taken the MTC Rider Academy courses that we have going on, the Smart Rider Basic Training, learn about the MTC awareness stages. So let's put that back up there. So typically we're going to be yellow stage. We're zoned in. We're prepped and ready. We know exactly what we need to be doing. Orange stage. Let's put it up here. Orange stage, we know that there's a possible threat coming up. It's going to be intersections, corners, anything that's going to give you that gut reaction, you know, side of the pedestrian, some deer or whatever it is. So we got to be watching out for that. So we can go ahead and get that off the board. Come on now. Take it off. Take it off. Because I want to talk about red stage. There we go. Red stage is when we have to actually do something. Sorry, we're doing this live. Actually have to do something. We have to swerve, emergency brake, whatever it is. Now, you can progressively brake. Okay, that's going to be that squeeze, right? The smooth and slow. That can be quick, though. That can be quick. It's just got to be smooth. So quickly smooth. Smoothly quick. Whatever you want to do it with those adjectives and verbs and adverbs. You got to be paying attention. Do a nice, quick, smooth grab. Squeeze of the brakes. Give yourself that progressive braking or find that swerve area with that escape path. Okay, we're going pretty hard on this one because this is the first video of the day. So there's that squeeze. We initiated it. Okay, we're buying ourselves some time. Imagine if he sped through it, just rev bombed it, right? And was able to navigate that whole situation. So the biggest thing that saved him here was not focusing on rev bombing and honking the horn. It was actually progressively braking. He bought himself time for that person to move out of the way. If that person didn't move out of the way quick enough, we could have swerved to the left just a little bit. You know, I don't have my pen out right now, but we could have swerved a little bit to the left and had to swerve right back into that open lane that we were originally going to. So Grom Squatch did a great job. Did a great job. I know it sounded like I was giving you some doo-doo points, but no. Did great. Happens all the time, though. Happens all the time. That's what sucks.
You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Oh, you got in trouble, buddy. Got in trouble. Good thing you have a quad lock. Good thing you have a quad lock. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's it? There's not more to that? He didn't get shot? Oh, I forgot. This is the UK. Did he get stabbed? No. So she recognizes it. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Go to like a petrol station, but go to a gas station. Go to like, I don't know what you guys have over there for grocery stores, but just go somewhere that's public. Don't stop here randomly. So we get up to here. Don't stop. As soon as he gets out of the car, take off. I know you're like on a little Grom or something, but just take off. Don't do. Oh my gosh, if this was my daughter, I'd be so upset. I'd be scared for her. So he's just trying to do his thing. I don't know what's in his hand, but he's just trying to explain to her. But you know, it doesn't really matter. And so he's just getting more and more agitated. He's becoming more threatening with his tone. He's actually saying that he could hurt her. He won't leave her alone. She's expressed it multiple times, and she felt like she needed to do something.
people then
shouldn't be. Yeah, because then that gives him an excuse to be an idiot. And then now when you get pushed over on the bike, I was worried about the leg right there. Okay, so that the fulcrum of that curb, snapping those tib fibs, snapping that ankle because now the bike landed on top, could have been a lot worse. Quad lock, somehow the phone fell off. I don't get it. Probably calling the cops, you know, having it. But anyways, get a quad lock. Absolutely useful.
Are you serious?
But yeah, I would have just taken off. Oh, this is a Navi, Honda Navi. Those are pretty cool. Take off. Just don't stop in a residential area. Be in public.
Mate, you just went.
All right, ride in Ulsa, Korea. Hey, look forward, look forward, look forward. Ooh. Frontal impact. You know, you're gonna slide up against that gas tank and hurt your genitalia. So when it comes to planning our ride here, so position for safety, we start to recognize that we have a problem here. So we have to locate this hazardous situation, assess if it's a threat. Yes, it is. Navigate active threats. This is going to be a red stage maneuver. What we need to do is, yeah, we're braking, right? But we need to make adjustments. We need to find that escape path, get ourselves out of there. You know, we have that option. We also have this option. Braking is not going to be enough because our total stopping distance is terrible at this point. We don't have enough braking distance. We just perceived and reacted, don't have the braking distance. We need to perceive and react with a swerve at this point. We can brake, but then we have to realize what we're capable of and what our motorcycle is capable of, and then swerve into that escape path. We got to do something. We have to do something different. So we did it. There's the impact. So you're going to slide up against the gas tank, and then your legs and your genitalia and everything's go boom right into the handlebars, right into that, you know, gas cap, and you're going to start cutting some stuff up, some fleshy tissue. Not good. All right, 2 wheels in London. Lots of rain, road surface hazards. It's perpetually wet up there. That's what she said. And whoa, side of the pedestrian. She's got her coffee and her phone. Why can't you just cross at the crosswalk or where the lights are? When you're in this type of area, watch out. Downtown, any town, whatever it is, watch out for pedestrians, gaps between the roads. When we're lane filtering, take it nice and smooth. Exactly what 2 wheels in London did. Was able to apply the brakes in time because we weren't speeding. We weren't hauling booty. We would have hit that person if we were going too fast. So great job. Look at how slow we're going. 10 miles an hour. Easily applied the progressive braking. Handled it. Let's move on to the next one.
Sorry.
And she's sorry. That's fine. It's fine. Hopefully she doesn't do it again. She probably will. Good job with the lane filtering. Early winter's morning. Oh, so cold. People are not paying attention. Coffees, wanting to get across the road. People just jaywalking everywhere. Okay. Side of pedestrians. Not a care in the world. Watch out in between the vehicles. Changing lanes. Big open gap. Big open gap. We saw that. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not here. Different legalities, different road rules, cultures. But you did see that gap, right? Let's take a look at that one more time. So we have our lane is moving because that vehicle's moving. Their lane isn't. Okay, there's the indicator. It doesn't matter if they're supposed to do it or not. He's still indicating, right? So we know that. We see that. We can anticipate that. We start to see it move over. Now, you can accelerate if you want and get exactly what this person did or let them in. For me, I just let people in. I don't care. Does it add like 5 more seconds, 10 more seconds to my commute? I'm on a motorcycle. I think that should answer that. You can fight for it if you want, but I just don't want to put myself... The risk versus reward is not for me. Just for me. That's my opinion. You guys do whatever you want. Just be safe. Is that a Prius? Oh my gosh. What is it with Prius drivers? I've been saying that for years. You know, write in the comments, what is it with Prius drivers? I don't get it. I don't understand. Can you save me one of those sprinkled donuts, please? The pink one? Thank you. It is what it is. Guys, make sure you go out to the store, get yourself a drill booklet while this guy's getting... Hey, whoa, no. You said something about Prius drivers. All right, you and I both. But yeah, go ahead and grab yourself some cones in the drill booklet. Go ahead and grab it. 20 plus drills. Go out in the parking lot. 40 by 60 foot section. I do need to make it in meters because of you guys over there in Europe and the rest of the world. Whoa. QB, here we go. Going pretty fast in a very congested area.
How important it is to have the right focus on the road, especially in such conditions.
Yeah, it's
Brake
wet.
resulted in a fall, but fortunately it only ended in a valuable lesson.
Don't low side here on the turn. Okay, very good. We got full gear, seems like. Brake, brake, brake. Find an escape, find an escape, find an escape. Oh, high side. Oh, he doesn't have full gear. He just has gloves. Wet conditions, road surface hazards, okay? Sometimes braking isn't the option that we should be choosing. Hopefully he's doing okay. Yeah, move off to the side. Remain calm, right? To rescue yourself, remain calm, ensure your own safety. He's doing exactly that. Check for major bleeds and quickly assess the severity. Go ahead and pause that. Let's go back. Quickly assess the severity. You start getting a headache. You start getting disoriented, some nausea. You might have a TBI. Start getting some tingling down your legs, like what I have right now because of my sciatica, probably a spinal cord injury. Shock symptoms, you probably won't find out until later. So hopefully you don't have that. Either way, get yourself to the hospital if you start feeling any of that. So right here, we're coming up here, and we see the brake lights. We start to slow down. It's a wet road. If it's within the first 30 minutes or so of a rain, you're going to have that water go onto the asphalt. And water and oil don't mix, so the water's going to go to the bottom, oil's going to go to the top on top of that water, and it's going to start sliding off to the side of the road if the road is well designed. But that first 30 minutes is going to be like this, off the road, so you're going to have oil slicks, okay? And that's when we start having that slippity-sloppity. So right here, we need to stop. Well, total stopping distance is going to be affected. You know, your braking distance is going to be affected because of the road surface hazard of water and that oil, okay? So what we need to be doing is have a larger total stopping distance and squeeze the brakes even further back so that we can have that smooth adjustment with that progressive braking. Now, if we get into an emergency situation right here because we didn't adjust that, we didn't have that longer distance to apply the brakes and we weren't paying attention, we were just doing like the normal, because in regular conditions, this would have been fine. We had to add that factor of wet water, the wetness on the road. So what we need to be doing is planning our ride. Okay, position for safety. We're in a good position, good space cushion, right? Good line of sight, right? We have escapes to the left and right, but it's rain. So we have to locate hazard situations. There's the rain. Assess relevant threats. Can we stop in time? Is our speed a relevant threat? So let's slow it down. But do we have an escape path just in case? Okay, so if we can't stop in time, we start feeling loss of traction, release the brakes. Aim for this spot. Okay, aim for it. So put yourself in that position right now and then start going this way and then start applying the brakes up to here. If you can't stop in time, you're going to lane filter. So position yourself as soon as possible before this. And I always just like being in that position in the first place. I don't have to switch. I'm always in this area right here or right here depending on the road. If I have a nice shoulder, I will be on the right side too. You know, I can always adjust. But if you're over here consistently, and you just need to apply the brakes and you can't stop in time, it's okay to lane filter. You don't have to swerve. So that's why I talk about positioning for safety is very important.
No.
Because now we do that. Check your body. Remember, as smart riders, we're acquiring and using personal protective equipment. Follow these principles when you ride. You'll become a better rider.
Up again.
Take a look at the next one. Cortec. I think I've seen this one, or at least I've seen this ass before. Going off-road. Guess what went wrong? We went a little too fast in the corners, maybe following our buddy. Let me know in the comment. Okay. And then we dropped the bike. So a little bit too fast in the corner for our conditions. I mean, we're following our friend. Let's take a look at where our friend is the moment we get to here. So there's our friend. So he probably was applying a lot of the brakes, and we're like, oh, I don't want to do that. You hear the ABS kicking in? Maybe he applied the brakes because he saw that it was a sharp turn, but we were not riding our ride. We're trying to keep up and race with this guy. So he had a better perception reaction time versus us because we're perceiving and reacting off of him versus perceiving and reacting off the road. Person in the front gets to perceive and react off the road. So we have an extra delay. It's like playing the telephone game. You know, your buddy says, 2 + 2 is 4, but then you hear it like 10 things down the road, and it's like 2 + 2 is 5. It doesn't make sense, but it happens. So don't play the telephone game when you're riding with other people. Ride your own ride. I think that's what happened. That's what he said. Guess what happened? What do you guys think happened? So write in the comments. Right? He's going to say write in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Writing in DNA. Write it down. Ivan Drago. Okay. That is a... Why do you have a white flag? Pickup moves from middle lane to left lane and making a abrupt stop to U-turn. Good swerve. Good swerve. That happens. Dum-dums do dum-dum things, but we're going really fast. Pants staining panic caused me to pull clutch, which is a mistake. Still largely my fault for speeding. Let's start off with my fault for speeding, and I panicked. So, let's not do the speed. We're going way above, what was this? Was that a speed limit sign? So 45, we're going almost double. Okay, we're doing 30, almost 30 over. We're passing. And now we're having to swerve. Let's not speed. You put yourself in a bad spot. Yes, the person shouldn't have done that, but you wouldn't have been in that spot if you weren't speeding. Just some guy you know.
He himself admitted he was very lucky that he managed to control the bike after such a risky overtaking.
Okay. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. We got a roundabout coming up, buddy. Woo-wee. How come we didn't see that roundabout coming up? Tell me why. Write in the comments. Why can't we see nothing?
The biker himself admitted.
So we're going too fast, coming up to an orange stage situation. We are not set up for this intersection. Our total stopping distance is terrible. We can't slow down in time. Thankfully, last second, he decided, I'm not going to be able to stop in time. I have to swerve, and that's what that was. So you can brake, and swerve. Imagine if he just tried to swerve. He never slowed down. This would have been a bad spot. Slowing down and then swerving last second because you couldn't stop in time is what he had to do. Total stopping distance wasn't worth it, or wasn't good enough. Hey, hopefully this is a lesson to you, buddy. Juan Arturo, here we go. I always like these camera angles for some reason. Ooh, ooh. Sorry, I hit the button. Hands. Oh, he's got a skateboard. Watch out. Road surface hazards. I'm not road surfaces, but roadway users. Nobody there. That's good. It's kind of embarrassing. Nobody saw it, except for millions of people on Moto Stars and everyone else and everyone here. Okay, so let's take a look. So going too fast in the corner. Going way too fast, and we low side. There's the dump. Okay, low sided. There's the hands hitting the ground. Smart riders, everybody, acquire and use personal protective equipment. Don't let this happen to you. And we're going to be doing this, and we were able to get back up. Broke a few things, not a big deal. It's just taking a nap on the side, you know, relaxing. It's been a long day. It's a good-looking bike. I love the color scheme of everything here. So, anyways, make sure you wear gear. Don't haul booty around corners like that, especially if you have, was it knobbies? Are those knobbies? Kind of. Maybe ball tires. Take it nice and easy. No rush. No rush. Yeah, checking his hand. Cut it up. Uh-oh. It's never a good sign when you have a bunch of bikers right here and with their cameras out. Oh, yeah. Extra sync. Here we go.
Idiot.
Who's an idiot? What'd I miss? Write in the comments. I wasn't paying attention because it didn't matter to me. Oh, this guy. Wrong lane, buddy. Wrong lane. I was like, what's going on? Doesn't make any sense. Stephen John.
This rider admitted
Two first names.
that in such situations he tries to keep closer to the left or right
Left
of the
turn.
standing car. On the day he didn't do so, and as he says, he paid the price.
Uh-oh. What price? Oh, position. Get off to the side. Don't like being right behind a vehicle. Person's not stopping. Ooh. That's why. Like, he's in a European country. Please, I don't know you guys' license plates. Write in the comments, please. Where is this? You guys have lane filtering everywhere. The United States has like almost no lane filtering. So why aren't we lane filtering here? This is like the one thing that people say. So anyways, when I plan my ride, okay, I do it when I'm riding and then I do it when I'm parked. kind of like in this area, in an intersection. So I'm in orange stage. I am prepped and ready just in case dum-dums do stuff. I am going to be off to the side or off to the side. I actually like being off to the left because I can put my foot on the curb because I'm really short on an FTR 1200. So anyways, I'm off to the side, off to the side. So if somebody, like the person runs into somebody, I'm hoping they're going to run into, you know, if they take up this whole gap, you know, they run into the back of this vehicle. And I'm off to the side and I'm off to the side. So I don't get hit. Now, if I do get hit, maybe it's my leg. Still sucks, but it's not my spine. So I'm off to the side. Now, if you can lane filter, even better. You know, get up there, right? If we're lane filter, I'd get up to here. But if I can't lane filter, which I've been doing for a lot of years in Arizona, is off to the sides. Plan your ride, okay? Who knows? It might not happen to you. If they take your spot, who cares, right? Who cares? But yeah, this is a bad spot. So you're gonna get your spine hurt. And now you're gonna get the front end impact. Whiplash, everything. Yeah, who cares if it's his fault and he gets to pay for a new bike? If you have chronic back pain and neck pain for the rest of your life, I wouldn't want a new bike. I don't care. Low side? Ooh, lost traction right there. You saw that? You guys see that? Watch the crazy movement. Right there. Lost some traction on that rear tire. Possibly front tire. Probably turned it in a little bit too much. This is where getting that body position is really important. Take Total Control ARC1, and they're going to teach you a lot about that. Tell them I sent you. Geek Rider 73. Oh, I remember doing this with my Harley. Saturday Scrambler. Anybody remember those days? Ooh, lots of. Find the escape. Good job. One of the big issues with off-roading like this is that you're out in the middle of nowhere. So if you have something like this come up where the guy falls down and his leg snaps, and now you're having an arterial bleed in your tib fib, and I keep having this thing open. It's another rescue pack ad. Come on, guys, you know what we do here. It comes with a rescue card, comes with a rescue booklet, so you can actually read it and everything. But we have a tourniquet, 4x4s, 5x9s, some roll gauze, some scissors. You got some trauma shears right there. Triangular bandage, so you can make a sling and swath for somebody's collarbone breakage, and you have an emergency survival blanket inside there. Plus, you get a cool little rescue Smart Rider patch. But yeah, you want to stop any major bleeds because, you know, people die all the time because of major bleeds, and we're out in the middle of nowhere. So it's really good to have the rescue card there so you know what to do. You remain calm. Obviously, try to call 911. Ensure your own safety. Make sure you don't get hit by anybody else. Stop major bleeds. That's such a huge thing. Such a preventable way of dying is loss of blood. So grab yourself a kit. Links in the description for the store. Grab it. STL music. Here we go. Interesting music. Okay. Oh, high side. What happened there, everybody? That dude's smoking. What's going on with that bike? I think there's a mechanical issue going on there, but practice your slow speed maneuvers. The Smart Rider basic training on the MTC Rider Academy, and then also the drill booklet. How many ads can we throw in here? Okay. Oh, we're gonna help. We're gonna rescue. Oh, no. Michael Abson. Bright lights. Whoa! Couldn't see those pedestrians. We have another one? We have another one. What do we have going on here? More pedestrians. Wearing all black. We have a pedestrian problem wherever this is. Be very careful. If it's common, look for those sides of the pedestrians. All right, let's move on. Caught on fire. Scratch 83. This is exactly what I use my quad lock for, everybody. Link in the description for a discount. But that's exactly what I use it for. I have my phone on my dash so I can see it and use it like a motorcycle GPS. Call of Duty. Yeah, well, I guess Call of Duty minimap, Grand Theft Auto minimaps. This is my minimap when I'm out riding. Love it. It's been a long day, guys. Here we go. Moving on to this one, we have a side of the vehicle. Okay, at this moment, there are two cars in front of me preparing to turn onto the main road. Guess what? Boom, orange stage. What do you think we should be doing? A, should we be speeding up? B, we should be slowing down by rolling off the throttle. Or C, do a backflip. I didn't use brakes at this most because there's a high probability of losing balance when braking suddenly. Yes, if you panic, but if you do some progressive braking, well, there's too many words there. It wouldn't be that bad. I'm not sure whether to turn to avoid collisions or not, and it will be more dangerous to brake when turning. If you do it at the same time, if you slam a lot and try to turn, yes, but you can slow down, buy yourself some time, and then swerve. But I love the after action review. Great job. Monday surprise wins Tuesday. I did two things. Release accelerator. Rolled off the throttle. Very good. I didn't know this was going to be a quiz, but thankfully I started off that way. Check the rear view mirror through the mirror. Check the rear view through the mirror to see if there's any oncoming vehicles in the right lane. Very good. Because you might have to swerve to the right. Roll off and swerve, right? You didn't have to. Handled it. Good job, dude. Great after action. Great thought process. This is a smart rider, everybody. This is a smart rider. So what are we doing here? Is there more? Position a little bit better there. Move off to the side a little more. Shit, sorry. Hey, good job, Monday surprise. Sean L. going a little bit fast here. Blind corner coming up. Okay, got a sharp left turn coming up. See the chevrons. Are we going to go off the bridge? Oh, stood it up. Ooh. Target fixated on that little pole and hit it. Slow it down, people. Write in the comments what you think happened. Why did we crash? All right, motorcycle playground coming around a blind corner. Okay. Ooh, a little bit too wide, hit the paint and almost fell down. So this is going to be one of those that's going to be like a nice, long, blind, just continuous corner. Okay, I don't know if it's decreasing radius, but here's the thing. We go into an area that's blind. We can't see very well. Let's slow it down. We can always add more. At this point, oh, it's still going. It's not a 90-degree turn. Just keep rolling off that throttle. Just roll it off. And it's like, oh, I'm going a little too slow now. Go ahead and roll it back on gently. But if we just maintain that throttle, which is we think it's going to be a 90-degree and it turns into like 180, maybe even less, or even more, then we're not going to make the turn because we're not set up for that 180. We're set up for the 90. But we're going to hit the paint and then lose a little bit of traction. Thankfully, we didn't crash because if we hit that guy right there, would have had some issues. Sneak attack, decreasing radius, turn slippery stuff at apex. Good times probably scared the crap out of the oncoming. See, exactly. Great job. You know what? This is what I like to see. I like to see when people send in these videos, and I like it when MotoStars leaves this in, is when people do their own after-action reviews. You guys have been asking me if, how to send in videos to me. Well, I'm not going to do that because I want you guys to do this. I want you guys to take care of yourself and do your own after-actions. And if it's a good one, if you just even do any after-action and it's showcased here, I'm going to give you some kudos. So talk to MotoStars, Moto Madness, all these people. We're going to be posting more of their videos. But I want to start seeing some of this stuff, okay? I want to start seeing this stuff right here because I want to tell you guys, this was good. This is a great after action. As long as you're thinking about it afterwards, it's a good thing. Just don't blame others. What are you responsible for? Okay, coming up. What do we have? Side of the vehicle there, but that's not a threat. We missed our turn. Okay, slow it down. Maybe we didn't miss our turn. So we're gonna make our turn. Watch out for road surface hazards. Oh, a little bit of a low side. Kind of random, Probably gravel in the road.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, you're welcome, MotoStars. Thank you for posting it. So, guys, make sure you guys grab a donut before you head out. But we're going to be focusing on a bunch of other crash compilation videos in the coming weeks and months. But can't wait for the BRC to be launched. So, check it out. Link in the description for motorcycle training concepts. And I'll be seeing you guys real soon, right? We're done, right? I can go home?